Welcome to my next Supernatural Season 1 episode review video. Before I get into that, though, pretty important, if you're not caught up to the point where I am every watch you're watching Supernatural, or you're just not entirely sure, then you definitely need to take the initiative and pay attention to the episode's title, which of course I'll mention, as well as put in the description. If that's the case, if you're not caught up, it would be my recommendation that you don't watch this detailed review any further to avoid any potential spoilers. And full disclosure, this is my first time watching the show Supernatural. I've heard a lot of good things about the show. I feel like there's a lot of seasons and a lot of episodes, but hey, I need something that's going to last a long time on my channel. I haven't had something last that long since my review days of The Big Bang Theory, so hopefully I'm in this for the long haul. I don't foresee myself stopping at any point in time, but I mean, if it's really bad, which I have not heard bad things about it, I could stop, but I at least want to cover the first 4 seasons, because I hear it really picks up after season 4. So join me on this journey and let's discuss this hopefully awesome and amazing show in the comments section. But please don't spoil anything in this review video, as remember, I am new to this show and have not watched it yet. So with all that said, this will be Supernatural Season 1 Episode 2. The title of this episode is called Wendigo. And this will be my first time watch review reaction recap after just finishing watching the episode. We start with some kind of animal that attacks some men who are camping. And then we have Sam, who's going to pay his respects to Jess. Sam wakes up as it was just a dream. And then after spending a week in Palo Alto, California, looking for the thing that killed Jess, Sam and Dean head back to Blackwater Ridge and the coordinates their father left in his journal. At the Lost Creek Trail Ranger Station, Ranger Wilkinson mistakes the brothers for friends of Haley Collins, the sister of the boy Tommy Collins, who went missing while on a camping trip with 2 friends. On a hunch, Sam and Dean visit Haley, and she shows them the last video Tommy sent via her cell phone before she disappeared, or before he disappeared, I should say. She also informs them that she and her younger brother Ben have hired a guide and are heading into the hills to find Tommy the next morning. Sam does some research and finds that people that go missing in Blackwater at regular intervals every 23 years. He also plays Tommy's last video in slow motion, and he and Dean spot an extremely fast-moving shadow on the tent wall. They then go to visit Shaw, a survivor of an alleged bear attack in 1959. The old man tells them that it was not a grizzly bear that attacked his family, but a creature that was smart enough to unlock the cabin door, roared like no man or animal, and moved like lightning. They go back to Blackwater the next morning and arrive just as Haley, Ben, and their guide, Roy, are setting out for Tommy's campsite. When the group reach the campsite, they find ripped tents and damaged equipment. Screams for help sound in the distance, so they all run to investigate, but there is no one there, and when they return to the campsite, their packs have been taken. With the help of their father's journal, Sam and Dean realize that they are facing a Wendigo, to Dean's disappointment, as their guns are useless against it. They inform the disbelieving group and Dean draws symbols for protection as they make camp for the night. Sam argues with Dean that he wants to abandon his hunt and search for their father, and Dean replies that they have to help others. It is in the family business. Once again, cries for help were heard, and Roy ignores Dean's warnings and runs into the dark with his gun. He is caught by the Wendigo in a tree and disappears. The next day, Sam and Dean explain that when the Wendigo means evil that devours. They were once human, but had become something else when forced to eat human flesh to survive. Tommy may still be alive, as Wendigos hibernate and like to store live food, so they follow the Wendigo's bloody trail, armed with Molotov, as the only way to kill a Wendigo is with fire. Eventually, Roy's dead body falls from a tree, and the Wendigo appears, which causes everyone to scatter. Haley and Dean are captured by the Wendigo, but Sam and Ben follow a trail of peanut M&Ms that Dean has left behind. They eventually find Dean, Hallie, might have been Hallie, but I'll say Haley, and Tommy hanging from the ceiling of an abandoned mine and cut them loose. Dean finds 2 flare guns along with the rest of their stolen supplies, and while Sam leaves with the Collins siblings, Dean tries to draw the Wendigo away. The Wendigo follows Sam instead, cornering the group. However, Dean appears from behind and shoots the flare gun into the Wendigo's chest. The Wendigo bursts into flame and drops dead, and then they make their escape and summon help. The group then fabricate a story that they were attacked by a bear to tell the police. Haley thanks Dean and then leaves with Tommy and Ben in the ambulance. Dean jokes that he hates camping and informs Sam that they will find their dad. Sam agrees, but in the meantime, he's driving. And that's what ends this episode of Supernatural. So, not as good as the premiere. I'll give it a 7.1 out of 10. And then my character of the episode, I mean, if not Dean or Sam, I would give it to Haley or Hallie. I can't remember what it is now. So, yeah, that's all I really have to say about this episode. So with that in mind, if you're a fan of Supernatural and want to help me out with the YouTube algorithm, please make sure that you Hulk smash the like button. It does help out the channel quite a bit. Share the video with a friend. Put this video on any one of your social media platforms. Don't forget to sound off in the comment section about what your thoughts are on my review of the second episode of Supernatural. Anything that you have to say, make sure you leave that in the comment section. And remember, I cover other stuff on this channel. I talk a lot about Dexter Resurrection and Dexter in general, The Walking Dead, as well as I react to UFC fights with other things included. So if you're a fan of that stuff, make sure that you watch my playlists, which I'll link some of them here at the end of this video. And then last but certainly not least, don't forget to hit that sub button. Subscribe to the channel. You're watching the video anyway. Help me get over 100K subscribers. Yes, I know I set my goals high. Join the team, show your damn support, and be a part of something special. And you never know where you're going to see on JDF TV.